Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 19 of Awakening to Ascension. I will be your host today, Shanae, and I'm joined with the lovely Marlene and the incredibly awesome Alex. Today's topic is the art of silence, an introduction to meditation, which I believe is going to be quite a great chat between the three of us because everybody just thinks that meditation is sitting quietly. And that's not always the case. So, just so that you understand something, just as the human body needs sleep, just for your cells to repair, your biofield also needs that time to recalibrate and repair its coherence. So, sitting in silence is of the utmost importance because it's if you don't, if you just keep talking and talking and talking and talking, it's like your energy leaks out of you and you're not allowing yourself to come back to source and find the guidance that you need. And that's where we spoke about the auric field becoming jagged and all over the place because you're not in alignment with yourself. So do any of you want to jump right in and get this chat going? Yes, Alex.
Yes, this one's going to be a great topic for me. I value silence, I think, more than anything in this world. And Janae's absolutely right. Meditation isn't just sitting there quietly, but it is necessary to sit quietly from time to time to recalibrate your thoughts in your brain. Because if you constantly have stuff just coming in or going out all the time, you're unable to organize what thoughts are coming through. So like you'll sit quietly, and it doesn't happen right away. It'll take maybe even like a year of practicing this until you're actually able to identify where the thoughts are coming from, whether they're even yours or not, and you'll be able to fill the space or like feel into the space between this like the thoughts, right? So like you'll have a thought, usually it'll be something you're worried about or something you have to do that day. If you're able to just grab onto that moment right between the next thought and elongate that moment of silence, that's like the big beginning point of silent meditation. And a lot of new people, when they begin meditating, they just listen to people, they listen to music, soundtracks, people that will guide them through the meditation, which is a great way to kind of break into it. But you get to a point where the sounds, they can actually distract you from the silence that you're like you're going inward, right? You're trying to go in and hearing the sounds of your body, of like the vibration of like your heart. And the more you tune into that silence or that just stillness, it begins to get louder and louder and louder. I mean, I'm pretty sure that since creation started, like since the beginning of time, nothing has ever actually been silent since the first bang. We just get used to these vibrations that are constantly going and they become silent. There were some times where I would listen to like a pure tone solfeggio frequency, and after like 2 to 3 hours of listening to that, I can't hear that tune anymore. And then as soon as I like take my earbud out, I hear it ringing in my ear, which is probably not really great. It could be damaging. But it just goes to show that like when you hear the same frequency for so long, you begin to get accustomed to it and your brain tunes it out. So that's why it's important to recalibrate and recenter and go back into like your center silence so that you can reassess and accurately describe the world around you. Yes, Janae.
So I'd like to just also note the importance of sitting in silence and stillness the first thing in the morning when you wake up. So you've just come from a deep sleep state. So I think it was Simon Sinek that said, would you wake up in the morning and invite over 100 people into your bedroom and start chatting to them? No. You would not do that. You would not allow 100 people to come into your bedroom and literally sit on your bed and start like having a whole discussion with you. And that's exactly what you are all doing with your cell phones. You're waking up, and the first thing that you grab is your device, and then you start checking emails, checking your social media, checking your messages. And that is basically like inviting all those people into your bedroom. So the first thing that you have to do in the morning is sit in stillness, sit with yourself and journal, dream, like whatever you've dreamt of. That's the state of being that is of the utmost importance. And that's where most of the clarity that you are seeking comes through. And something else I also just wanted to add is, with regards to meditation and the various types of meditation that one can do, you can sit in meditation. So you can sit comfortably with your legs crossed in lotus. You can sit on your haunches. You can sit on a chair, and you can lay down in shavasana, which is like resting pose. But that's a form of stillness or silent meditation, but there are so many other forms as well. It's sitting having a cup of coffee in silence, consciously drinking that coffee and tasting the coffee. It's consciously eating in silence. It's doing a walk meditation. It's walking in silence with your thoughts and having the answers come through, something as well that's really great to understand is when a thought comes, it's actually in the beginning and at the end of a thought, if that makes any sense. So if you think of something, that stillness between the one thought and the other thought is actually where the answer will come. Yes, Marlene.
So, if we're talking about all of these things, things like walking meditation is absolutely beautiful. And when someone starts to meditate, it is sometimes an easier way to bridge what is happening within your body, because your body is not understanding this thing about sitting down and sitting in silence. So, the walking meditation, especially when you are able to do it in nature, that makes a huge difference. And then you're calming your body, your nervous system, and you're actually lowering your blood pressure, which is very beautiful. So they say that the more meditation you do, or even 2 minutes of meditation, calms your blood pressure down more than actually listening to calming music. So, first thing in the morning is a brilliant time to actually start your day and set yourself up for success and pulling your thoughts towards yourself almost. The nicest thing to actually do is to close your eyes and to just feel the breath coming in and out of your nostrils. And every time your mind wanders onto a thought, just bring that thought back to the nose opening and just feel the breath. And be an allowance, because it takes a while to actually get to that stage where you can sit for a minute without thoughts. And then it goes to a minute and a half. And so little by little, you actually are winning this thing called the meditative process. Alex.
Yes, I would like, you just reminded me of something that happens when, well, this happened to me when I first began meditating. It happens from time to time. But something I'd like to point out is when you do begin meditating, your body's going to start fighting back and like resisting. And like you'll start feeling really, really uncomfortable that you're sitting still. Like you feel like you have to move or like you just have to get up off the floor. That's an alchemical transmutation that's going on inside of your body. So the longer you're able to resist that temptation to get up and like move, it's because your body is recalibrating to a new way of being. It's much better to be able to, well, in my opinion, much better to be able to relax your body instead of constantly having to go, 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 right? Like we shouldn't have to just go all the time. It's because we're so constantly stimulated. And then whenever you're thinking about, because this happened to me as well. Like I would start meditating. I'm like, this is dumb. This is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? This is stupid. This doesn't make any sense. Like all of those thoughts that come through, those are old programming. So like sometimes you have to just override your thoughts with thoughts that you may not agree with at the moment, but it's something you want to happen. So like, I am calm, I am peaceful, this is good for me. And eventually you're gonna those thoughts will become automatic and you won't feel so betraying to yourself by doing something new. Yes, Marlene?
So those thoughts are also our egoic mind stepping in and trying to say to us, no, 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 no. Don't be quiet. Carry on, get on the train. You've got so much to do. And so it's those diversions. And so we have to be a little more understanding of those thoughts and then just say, it's okay, that's fine. You can come and go, but I'm sitting here right now and I'm in stillness. So getting that hamster wheel to actually from the running to kind of like start to jog and then to bring it down lower and slower. And then yeah, every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. That's absolutely true. Janae, we lost you for a second. You're still with us? Good, she's still here. She's still
Yes,
with
yes,
us.
yes. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So I just wanted to quickly add to touch on what Marlene said with the lowering of cortisol, which is your stress hormone when you sit in meditation. So it takes you out of that fight or flight mode and it puts you into a rest and restore. And it's so vitally important for us to come to that state of being because of the lives that we are currently living and experiencing here in the 3D earth and world and all of the things that come with it. So I just wanted to add that with regards to what she said. And then I just also want to say, people think that stillness is the no thoughts, like you're not going to have any thoughts coming into your mind. And that's the exact opposite. You have got hundreds and thousands and millions of thoughts running through your mind continuously throughout the day. You're not even aware of how much you're thinking. So when you are in a meditation, you close your eyes, think of the five senses. You're taking a sense away. So you're taking your sight away. So therefore, another sense gets heightened. So your hearing gets heightened, your sense of touch gets heightened. And that's why the thoughts seem so much louder in essence, because you've closed your eyes to the world. And when you also close that sense, that feeling in a meditation, I'm sure you will experience it over time, but it's these tingling sensations that actually occur throughout your body, which is so amazing because you can actually feel energy. That is a time through meditation where you can physically feel energy running and coursing through your veins, through your cells, through your body. And it's just the most liberating feeling. And even if you're in nature as well, specifically meditating in nature is so powerful because you're connecting with the earth's energy. And now you're sitting in your energy and it's just, And then also just with the whole fidgeting thing. So if you're a girl, you'll know. You paint your nails, okay? You just paint your nails. Then your head is itchy. Your pants are like weird. You got a scratch over here. You need to dig in your ear, but you can't because your nails are wet. So it's the same thing with meditating. And it's like we spoke about, it's training. It's training a muscle. You are constantly moving. Our bodies are always moving as well. So it's now sitting and training yourself to be completely and utterly still.
Yeah, and I want to add like meditation, it gets like exciting sometimes. There have been times where I have like astral traveled where like I'm just sitting there doing my meditation. Well, I like to do it laying down because I don't, so I can do it for longer. And I'll just get straight like visuals behind my eyes. Like I'll know I'm awake. Okay. I'll know I'm awake, but yeah, it takes a lot of practice, but it is definitely something that I would recommend doing. Is there anything else anybody else wants to add before we wrap up? All
No,
right.
I just think that it's a really, really important practice. And again, like grounding, doing grounding every single day, try and sit in stillness every day, even if it's just for 2 minutes.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Mm.
Yeah. Every day, make it a habit, and your life will improve, very likely. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our show today. Please like and comment if you have any specific ways that you meditate. We would love to hear them. Or if you have topic ideas, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.